You've been pretty vocal about this story, saying that there are a lot of problems with the story. In fact, we have a tweet from Ben Smith, the editor-in-chief there, responding to you saying, "But we do correct, and there was a real error in this one, arg." And there's another tweet here where he also admits, "Good catch," to someone on Twitter, "and a serious error has been corrected." To you, Glenn, what's the real error here?
There are multiple errors. First of all, I think it's pretty cowardly for Buzzfeed to refuse to participate in a forum like this, either Ben or Tessa, the reporter. Ben did answer some of my questions by email earlier because I said I would write about this, but this is a give and take where they would have to account for what they did, and I just think it's incredibly unprincipled to basically accuse someone like Michael Moore of being a publicity-seeking liar, which is what that piece did, and then quote-unquote pass on the opportunity to come in and defend your story and to defend what it is that you've done. If they want to hold people accountable as they think they do, then they should be held accountable for their own behavior. Secondly, to me, the biggest problem with the story is that it granted anonymity to a government official to do nothing but defend and justify the government's conduct. I mean, that's almost never justifiable. The purpose of anonymity in journalism is to protect people who want to blow the whistle on those in power and to protect them from recrimination, people who are exposing government secrets against the wishes of their superiors. This is a person who's acting as a government agent, doing nothing but justifying the government's conduct. He's acting as a government spokesman. There is zero justification for giving him anonymity and letting him say things without any accountability that may or may not be true. The third thing is this story did nothing but uncritically pass on the claims of one government source. It didn't contradict those claims. It didn't investigate them. It didn't investigate whether they were true. They did try to contact Michael Moore and were unable to do so, but they took no other steps. It really was nothing but a press release for the government. And I thought that the lesson of the U.S. media in the wake of the Iraq War was that mindlessly passing on the claims of anonymous government officials was not journalism. It was government subservient stenography, and that's what this was. And the final point quickly, you know, the key omission to this story is that there's a long history of U.S. government and U.S. government customs officials and Homeland Security officials harassing Muslim filmmakers who produce movies and documentaries critical of the United States or its allies. There are all kinds of cases, I've written about them, others have as well, where Muslim filmmakers were barred from coming to the U.S. to collect awards that they were to receive for their films because they were denied visas. Even a U.S. documentarian, Laura Poitras, who I wrote about 6 months ago, who produced several documentaries critical of the United States, was constantly harassed at the airport. So there's a huge context to what Michael Moore reported, proving that this is probably what happened, that the Buzzfeed reporter either didn't know about or didn't bother to inform herself about in order to serve her source and create this incredibly one-sided impression as a means of attacking Michael Moore. It's reckless and irresponsible all the way around.